Hello everyone. In this video we are going to have a brief discussion about slope. This time we're going to talk about negative slope. So in the previous video we talked about what a positive slope is and how we come across what it looks like and how to get one too. So for negative slopes it's the exact opposite, but let's talk about this in detail. Let's recall from the video we did a little while ago where we had two different graphs and we talked about their slopes. I'll drop a link in the description for some reference. We pick random values of x, particularly small ones in value, such as 0, 1, 2, and I'll pick one more, 3. Well, let's start with a graph first. Let's pick the one that we worked with, y equals negative 2x. This coefficient is negative, which means I'm going to multiply negative 2 to each of these four values, and then that answer is going to be y. So plugging negative 2 in and then multiplying it by 0, you get 0. Negative 2 times 1, negative 2 times 2, and then negative 2 times 3. So here's what's different about this type of slope. As you move from left to right, the lines that have negative slopes tilt downward or fall. Particularly, they look like this. This is a rough sketch of the graph of y equals 2x, or really any line that is negative would look like this if we were graphing it. One more for reference. A little bit more of a flatter line. There we go. So these are all examples of what a negative slope can look like. As you move from left to right, the lines that have negative slopes tilt downward or fall. As the value of one variable increases, the value of the other variable decreases, particularly x increases and y decreases in value. This one gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Other examples of negative slopes can be if we had a fraction, like negative 1/4 x. That's another example. One more would be y equals negative x. These are all examples of negative slope. Move this down just a bit. So again, as the value of x increases, the value of y decreases. And if we were going in the other direction, as x decreases, y increases. So these will do the opposite. In comparison to positive slope, whereas x increases, y also increases. And then as x decreases, y decreases. That was for positive slopes. Remember, for here, as one value gets larger per variable, the other variable's value will decrease. So we'll do the opposite. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.